Hey, Taurus, intuitive soul coach here with your December 2022 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Taurus, so please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so we have three main themes that are showing up for you in the month of December, Taurus. The first one is signs and symbols. Next, we have memories. And lastly, we do have trust. So right away here with the signs and symbols, this is about spirit communication. You may have loved ones that have crossed over that may be trying to get your attention, or you may be reaching out to them at this time. Do pay attention to the signs, the symbols, the synchronicities, the numbers, also your dreams, because a lot of times spirit communication can come through dreams as well. Now right away they're giving me a song. I believe it's called I Belong to You. But the verse that they're giving me, or the lyrics that I'm hearing here, are when it's through, fate will twist the both of you. When it's through, fate will twist the both of you. So I feel like this song is about nurturing and taking care of someone who's been through a difficult period, whether it's in terms of love, whether it's career, whether it's health. I feel like the reason that song is coming through, now again, I'm not quite sure who sings it or the title. That's the lyrics they're giving me quite strong. So I hope it's the lyrics in the song. When it's through, fate will twist the both of you. So you may want to look that up, or if you know, please drop it in the comment box below. But it could be Spirit's way of communicating with you or letting you know that you are supported, you are loved. But I certainly do have here that you are tuning in this month. You may be highly intuitive anyway, Taurus, but I feel like you are receiving signs and symbols to make some sort of a change in your life, especially as we go into a new year. December can be a month for reminiscing. We may be thinking about memories of family time or loved ones who may no longer be with us here in the physical world, the earthly realm. So I am sensing here that you may be thinking about writing a memoir. You may be sitting around the kitchen table if you celebrate the holidays this month, and you may be talking about the good old days or reminiscing about loved ones here. This can be about creating history. And I'm getting here not repeating history, so I'm not quite sure. Some of you don't want to keep doing the same thing. You want to do something new, possibly even start a new tradition. They're giving me traditions here for you as well. Now, it may be a holiday tradition. It could be starting a new tradition with your family, or it could be a remembrance of an old tradition that maybe started from a family dynamic, but you may have put your own twist or spin on it. But the memories are flying this month, but I feel like you're creating memories for yourself as well, for your loved ones. There also may be someone from the family or a loved one. There could be someone coming back in that you haven't seen for quite some time. No, it doesn't mean an ex is coming in. It could be for some of you, but I'm mostly getting a family member or a friend that you haven't talked to for quite some time. But we also have trust showing up here. This is about taking a leap of faith. It's about fidelity, honest assessment, one-on-one conversations about things that are close to your heart. It's about commitment, loyalty. Some of you may be keeping some sort of a secret to yourself as well. It could be about a new job offer. It could be about a new idea that you have, because I feel like you have some really wonderful things that are brewing here. And I feel like you may not quite be ready to kind of let the cat out of the bag type of energy, but it may be very exciting for you. Now let's dive in here to the tarot. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Five of Swords, Four of Swords, Strength, Three of Wands, and the Star at the end, which I really love. So the Eight of Materials, which is the Eight of Pentacles, is about you mastering your craft. It is also about self-discovery, knowledge. It is about you continuously learning how to evolve here in the physical world, as well as that spiritual realm as well. And I feel like a lot of you are calling in to your ancestors, your guides, your loved ones, your pets or animals, whether in this life or in the spiritual side. I do sense that there's a lot of growth that you've been going through here. You've been learning a lot about yourself is what I feel here, Taurus. When this Eight of Pentacles shows up, this is about you loving what it is that you do for a living. And if you currently don't, I feel like you're making some really big changes in a new direction. This can also be about working on your own triggers, your own trauma, shadow work as well. Even though that's not necessarily the meaning for the Eight of Pentacles here, that's the energy that I'm feeling for you here intuitively. The Eight of Pentacles can be about craftsmanship, dedication. Some of you are really learning a lot at this time. You may be wanting to discover new things about what it is that you put out into the world. You may be wanting to discover new things about other people. It could be family members. It could be your own children. It could be yourself as well. I'm getting a sense of discovery is what I keep hearing, a sense of discovery. So there's something new coming in here, whether you've realized this or not. I feel like you've been going through some mental conflict and turmoil because you have the Five of Voices and the Four of Voices, which I like to see this combination because the Five actually flew out in reverse. And even though I read intuitively, the Five of Voices can be about mental conflict. It can be about, excuse me, arguments and conflict between you and others as well. But I feel like you are keeping the peace, which is quite beautiful. Because you can see that she's in meditation or she's sitting in silence and she may be quieting the mind. There may have been an argument that you've had with someone close to you, whether this was in the past or whether it's something that has shown up for you that you've been overthinking or overanalyzing. But I'm sensing some sort of healing, some sort of forgiving or making amends here with this Five of Swords. There may have been someone in your life who constantly needed to have the last word, or maybe they felt it was their way and their way only, and there wasn't a lot of room for growth. I'm sensing there's some sort of self-discovery within this dynamic here, and it's allowing you to heal. Four of Swords is all about R&R time, healing, self-love, renewal, rejuvenation, taking a break. If you've been overworking, overthinking, or overburdening yourself with everybody else's demands, I sense that you're taking some downtime for you and you're going inward here this month. But this is a great time for you to go inward as well. It's time to take a little bit of time off if you can. If you've accumulated maybe some paid time off, or if you're able to take some downtime this month, it would certainly benefit you, Taurus, because this Four of Swords can be about rejuvenation. So you can come back, entering into that new year, hitting the ground running and feeling like you have enough energy to put it into the things that you want to see grow. Now you have the Strength card. The next three cards look quite good for you. So I do sense that the beginning of the month, take a little bit of time off or take a little bit of downtime before things maybe start to pick up a little bit more. Some of you may be fearing, it could be family time, a gathering. It could be fearing an exam or even some sort of meeting with a boss or a promotion here or a family member, but you have nothing to fear. You have the Strength card showing up. You have everything you need within you. You're not only determined, but you're brave and you're courageous. So don't forget that. So whatever it is that you are going into, or I should say coming out of, because you're healing, you're doing a lot of healing. I feel like it's only set the bar for you to become a better version of you and to feel with more compassion and more love and to bring about more kindness, not only for yourself, but for others as well, Taurus. When this Strength card shows up, this is about you being stronger than you think, but stay gentle with yourself. Try not to sabotage or let other people sabotage your happiness or success. And that may be a lot more difficult than sometimes we think. This says that you've been focusing on healing some triggers or healing some shadows as well. I feel like you're finally at a point where you're getting to that place where maybe you couldn't see yourself a year ago, but I feel like you're finally coming up on top. You can see that she's sitting on that lion's head. She's feeling good. She feels like she can face anything. She doesn't have her head down. You can see the moon in the background, so there still is a little bit of uncertainty, but she knows that where she is going, she is taking her strength with her. So very powerful reading here. Three of Inspiration says there's new opportunities coming out for you. Three of Wands here is about a return on your investment. It's about staying optimistic here, keeping that eye on the prize, whatever that prize may be for you, because your hard work is going to take off. And once it starts to take off, it's like that dominoes effect that you see here. Once one of those dominoes gets going here, whether it's one idea that you're putting out there, I feel like the rest are going to take off and fall into place here for you as well. But you must keep that momentum. You must keep that consistency. But first and foremost, you must take that time out to rejuvenate from the inside out so you can feel good about hitting that go button and getting ready. Because I do sense here that you're hitting the ground running. Your final card with the tarot here is the Star card. This is a beautiful major arcana to have, especially combined with the Strength, because this is the card of discovery. It's the card of healing. It's the card of wishes and moving forward here into a new dreamy type of energy that you actually can manifest here in this 3D world. So I do sense that some of you, if you are looking for maybe fortune or fame, Taurus, the Star is on your side. If you've looking to heal from a situation here that's been difficult for you, I sense that you're finally coming to a point of feeling good enough to move forward in a new direction. But the Sun card, or excuse me, the Star is very powerful. It comes after a Tower. So this is about inspiration. It's about hope. It's about healing, guidance, positivity. Don't give up on those dreams that you have, because there's new opportunities just around the corner. Spirit saying here, make sure that you are rested and make sure that you take care of yourself. So when these new opportunities present themselves, that you are ready for this. So I love that this is coming in for you. Whatever it is that you've been wanting, whatever your dreams have been, whatever you've been wanting to materialize here, your craft, this could be something you're really good at. Your gifts, your skills and talents could lead you to some fortune here. I love this, but it may take you needing to get out of your head, let yourself know that you can do it. You have what it takes. Allow yourself some downtime if you've been overthinking. You're stronger than you think. You have more opportunities than you think, and you will go all the way. So I love this combination here for you. Now, when it comes to finances, money, and abundance, we have the Feather, and we also have the Treasure Chest, which I really love that the Feather is showing up for you again, because you have that with the signs and symbols with a picture of the feather here. So pay attention. If you happen to see a feather, it could be one from an animal on the ground that you see out in the great outdoors. It could be a feather in a logo or on a bus, or it could be a song that has a feather in it here. So I feel for you, this is about easy money. It's about abundance, trying to create more abundance in your life. It's about divine intervention. Some of you have been asking for change when it does come to either your career or your income. Some of you are wanting to travel, or maybe you're saving for traveling as well. Trust that that is coming in for you. Trust that these things are possible, because remember, you do have the Trust card, which is about taking a leap of faith. Sometimes we don't trust that the universe supports us, or we don't trust that we have what it takes to reach some sort of level of success, but know that you have everything you need within you here. Some of you may even feel undecided about your path moving forward. Know that that's okay, because you will learn as you go. Some of you are tactile learners or hands-on learners, so it's okay to not have every single piece in place, because you will start to put those pieces in place as you move forward. But again, stay consistent here with what it is that you want to do. When you make your mind up to something here, make sure that you follow through. This is, again, I keep getting divine intervention, and they're bringing me back to that song. Fate will twist the both of you, but I feel like it's in a way that opens you up to a new level of love, or a new level of passion that you haven't quite felt before. So very powerful. Again, and if I recall, I'll post the lyrics below as well if I can find that, but I feel like it may reach some of you on a soul level, those lyrics. Next you have here Treasure. Some of you are wanting to retire. You may be at that age where you're thinking of retiring in the next 5 years. This is about worry-free finances, or saving up enough money so you have enough in reserve that you don't have to worry constantly about how to pay your bills, or worry when you're going to need to ask for help or something of that nature. Now, you may have a career in sales. You may be an executive. This can be about you discovering. Again, there's that energy of self-discovery, Taurus. You may be discovering some hidden talents within yourself that you want to take to the next level. Trust in those skills. Trust in those talents. What are you curious about? What are you passionate about? And you will learn and grow. Sometimes people think that talent is something that you're just born with, which, yes, sometimes singers are just born with that beautiful voice, but a lot of times you have to work at it. You have to take voice lessons, and you have to grow and expand. And so I feel that's happening here with you, is you have these beautiful hidden talents, but it's time for you to take that next step and seeing truly what you can do with those talents here. I feel like you're in the planning stages, especially with all of the lower numbers here. You have the 4s, the 5s, the 3s, the 8s. You have double 8s, which is wonderful, but I still feel like you have work to do, but the work is going to come easier than you think. I really do feel. It doesn't mean you're not putting in the work, Taurus, but it's almost as if you enjoy what you're doing. It's like that saying, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. But I feel like it's just going to come easier the more that you move in this new direction. Some of you may be even speaking to an executive of maybe an estate. For others of you, this could be seeking out a financial advisor, a loan officer. You may be speaking to someone about your finances. Maybe you're going in for a promotion, or you may be purchasing or making a big sale or thinking about it in the near future. Now, when it comes to love, love is so much more, Taurus, than just romantic love. Love can be for your friends, your family, your children, your parents, your siblings, your coworkers as well. Someone around you, or maybe you yourself, may have some control issues. It says, let go of control. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So yes, I do sense that there's maybe someone that's affecting your energy, and that's what we were talking about with this Strength card here, because the Strength card can be about sabotage, where you feel like someone may be sabotaging your success or even your energy at times. But the only thing that we can control is our own reaction. So remember that here. And allow a situation to unfold naturally. Don't be too quick to make some sort of a conclusion. Make sure you think about it, is what Spirit is saying here. Don't rush into something impulsively because of emotions or pent up energy or heated arguments. Because you may regret something you say, or maybe someone else regrets. But I am sensing that there is forgiving, there is learning here between you and someone that's close to your heart, Taurus. It says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. That's what you're doing with this 5 of Swords, is you are releasing some sort of challenge that you've endured with someone close to you here. And then we do have reconciliation. Someone from your past may be returning. Now, again, it doesn't have to be an ex. It can be a family member that you had a falling out with. It can be someone, it certainly could be someone that you were romantically connected to that had a lot of maybe even anger or control issues themselves, and they may be reaching out to you saying, I'm working on myself, I'm healing, or I want to reconcile. You have free will to choose, but trust in your highest good, and trust in yourself first, because that may be the trust factor that's coming in here. So it's up to you whether you want to reconcile, but if it's someone who is toxic or someone who is just talk the talk but no walk the walk, make sure you're choosing wisely for yourself. And now here, from your soul's truth, very powerful energy coming in, Taurus. To whom am I comparing myself right now? What you are able to see in another is only visible because it is within you, ready to be brought out. Shine light on this feeling of not enough and see the truth. All that you need and want is within you. Today's soul action. Stop comparing and start creating. So sometimes this doesn't mean we're just comparing ourselves to other people, or if you're single, you may look at happy couples thinking, I wish I had that. But sometimes our worst comparison is we compare ourselves with who we thought we should be at this point in our lives, or the achievements or successes that you would have liked to have by this point in your life. So you may be comparing yourself with what you thought you would look like. That can be a control based on fear at times, and it could be something that maybe you've always wanted to be married at a certain age, or you wanted to level up in your career, or you've wanted to be at a certain point in your life that you're not. Know that everything is happening for you the way that it should, but focus on the positive, focus on optimism, and again, they keep giving me discovery. You're discovering new things about yourself, about who you are, what you want, and sometimes it happens, well, all the time, I like to think, it happens in divine timing as well. So know that we can kind of release those burdens and restrictions that we put on ourselves at times because we're trying to control the outcome. And that's what I feel that was saying here in the past. Now we have, what do I resist feeling right now? We have to feel it to heal it. In order to let go of pain, we first have to honor its existence. Emotions are like waves. Some are soft, some are fierce, some are layered, and some will sweep you off your feet. When we allow ourselves to feel it, all of it, we can then release what no longer serves us. Your soul action, Taurus, is this. Allow yourself to feel this wave. Let it move through you, no matter how long it lasts. Then release it back into the ocean. Feel it, heal it, enjoy the sweet freedom within your soul. That's why I was getting, I think, that mending type of energy here. You also have the Star card, which is about healing. So if there is a situation that you've resisted feeling for quite some time, maybe you've numbed, maybe you've put on the back burner, or maybe you just haven't paid attention to it because it was too painful, it may be time for you to release and let that go for good so you can move forward and really attract what you want into your life. Very powerful. Now, messages from your spiritual team, and you will see that there's a common thread or connection with each one of these. That's why I love to pull so many different cards in these monthly readings, because you see as they all come together here, you actually have the forgiveness card showing up here again. And it says, holding on to resentment or anger can prevent or even suffocate spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness in its own right is equally incredibly powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform. So if some of you are just listening to this feeling of resistance here and it resonated or it hit something within you, it may be because of forgiveness. This could be forgiving yourself for not knowing what you know now. It could be forgiving your parents. It could be forgiving your children or someone else that's close to your heart. Because when we forgive, again, it's not about what the other person did or even ourselves. It doesn't mean that what they did was okay, but it releases that resentment and that anger that we hold within ourselves, which can be very damaging. Next you have here, take a moment, just pause, just reflect, don't react. And it says, stop, now is not the time to rush into any decision you're about to make. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. Sometimes we make decisions based on emotions, but remember, emotions are a human response to our surroundings, to the people that we surround ourselves with, and again, the experiences that we go through here on earth. And I do sense here that you may be letting your emotions at times or the pain make the decisions for you, but I feel like this is about you healing so you can really trust and tune into your highest self so you can make decisions that are based on really love. Ask yourself, what would love do? What would love do? And lastly, we have find your center. Some of you may feel a little bit Is that a word, Spirit? Must be discombobulated. I love that. Some of you may have been feeling a little bit off track or off kilter, or just feeling at times a little bit foggy, or they're giving me like your equilibrium or off balance at times. Your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside you, Taurus. When the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that anxiety starts to overwhelm you, then this is an ideal moment to stop and ask, when was the last time I checked in with myself? That is your, as I like to say, your homework assignment for December is make sure you're checking in with you. Reaching out if you need it as well, whether it's professional help, whether it's to friends, to family, in order for you to move forward here. Trust that, that you have what it takes to take this new leap of faith and feel good about yourself, feel worthy, and feel loved as well. Now you have here Dove Spirit. It says, be peace. You may be receiving a sign from the universe in the form of a dove. It could be a white feathered creature as well, or you may be seeing a dove in your dreams. This represents, again, peace. It's also card 21, which is the World card. Some of you may be traveling, or you may be spreading your own wings, taking that leap of faith, and you flying as well to a new energy, a new location, a new frequency. I feel like a lot of you are leveling up, stepping up your game in a sense. And you're realizing that you have the magic within you. So I love that this peace card is showing up, because that world energy is about a cycle that you've completed. And now you're able to move forward in that level of not just healing, but feeling inspired because of something that you have been through. And last but not least, your wisdom of the Oracle card is regeneration. And I'm going to read to you the Oracle message from the guidebook. It's also card 46, which is about rebirth. It's about second chances, and it's about new opportunities. And it says here, second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived in a more authentic, stronger form. Whatever you may have perceived as a failure or a loss is now being replaced by something better and more powerful growing in its place. This rebirth is assured. Step into your new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. Wow. And that was part of that song earlier as well. So definitely look that up here. I feel like destiny and fate are intervening here for you. You have divine intervention showing up in this deck. You have it in the regeneration. You also have it with the signs and symbols. So know that you are playing out your destiny, but I sense that some of you are rewriting your future in a very positive new direction than maybe you've been through in the past. So very, very, very deep reading here for you, Taurus. I feel that December is going to be the catalyst month where you really start to feel yourself come alive. And then January, February, and March are going to be very, very pivotal in your soul's growth. I hope this resonates, sweet souls. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell. Thank you so much for being here. Lots of love and light.